Hey, what's up everyone? It's DaikenXDan here, ready to bring you some more Genshin Impact news. And today, we're talking about the frequently asked questions for the PC version. Now, the preload is already started for devices, and they decided to put out the PC version like summary list. We're going to check this out, but there's some other exciting news I want to share with you all first. This is actually very cool. They said, "Dear travelers, the Barber Shining debut event will begin right after official release. All travelers who create an account and reach Adventure Rank 20 before version 1.1 goes live will receive Shining Idol Barbara Hydro via in-game message." Yes, you heard it here. We're all getting a free Hydro character. This is very important because Hydro is the one character element type in the game that's not given to you in a free basis. You know, you get the base starter characters, you're going to get the 4 elements right there. Then you're going to get the 5th element, which is the Geo. You're going to get that for free pretty much too, because you get the guaranteed Noel. But the 6th one that we can actually play with in the game, the other one is Dendro, but that's not playable at the moment. So the 6th last one is playable. You didn't really get in a free basis. You had to really like try to gotcha your way through to try to get a Barber to get any type of Hydro character in the game. But now they're going to give us one, and it's only going to be for the 1.1 version. So for the people who's going to be starting playing the game at the launch, be excited, because this is something very exciting right here, to have all the elements at a free-to-play level at our disposal. That's definitely very good. So I'm definitely glad that they're doing this. I'm going to be making a team building god, and I think having this element is actually going to help me do that a little bit more. So definitely look forward to that. You will be seeing that very soon. Another reason why this is important is not only is Barbara a Hydro user, but she's also a free healer that we're going to be getting. So healing is something that you're definitely going to want to have. Healing is very good in certain aspects of the game, especially in the Spiral Abyss that you hear a lot of people talk about, because you actually can't use food items to heal yourself in there. So having someone that can actually heal your team up is definitely greatly beneficial in an aspect. And this is just going to put ice on the cake for people who wants to run a healer on their team. And yeah, that's just a great free thing just to have a free healer at everyone's disposal for people who's going to play the game before version 1.1 update. Anyway, let's go and jump back over to the PC summary for Genshin Impact's preload. What are the recommended specifications for PC? We already talked about this before, but I went ahead and put them down here again. So for the recommended specifications, you're going to be looking at an i7 processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a GTX 1060 or better. Then you're going to be looking at, for the minimum requirement, you're going to be looking at 8 gigabytes of RAM, Intel i5, and a GeForce 1030 GT or better. So those are going to be requirements. They both are going to be required to have around 30 gigabytes of available space. So if you don't have that, go ahead and start clearing up some space so you can get ready to preload, because preloads are happening right now. So you definitely want to go ahead and start preloading the game, because it does take a little bit. Let me tell you, it does. So go ahead and get started for that. Common installation questions. When I open the launcher or launch the game, I get the following error: the version of the file is not compatible with the version of Windows you're running. Please confirm that your Windows operating system fulfills the system compatibility requirements. If your specifications are too low, you may be unable to install or launch the game. You may also experience black screens and unresponsiveness. P.S. If you're using Windows 7, you must at least be running the Windows 7 Service Pack 1 version to play the game. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to be running the minimum requirements, you need to at least have Windows 7 installed for the minimum requirements for this. After opening the launcher, the main menu displays incorrectly. The game launcher does not display fully. Right-click Genshin Impact's icon and select compatibility. Change the high DPI setting and tick replace high DPI scale behavior. Select system below, and after applying your settings, restart the launcher to restore normal display function. So if you happen to run into some areas, you can just click the little icon, it's a little tick icon, and you should be able to click the compatibility compatibility setting, and that should be able to fix that for you. While downloading, I get the following message: please check your network connection. Please click to restart your download if the error persists. Please check the network connection and VPN settings. So obviously, I mean, if something's happening with your internet, you ain't gonna be able to download the game. That's what that message means. After opening the game does not respond, game does not launch. Please check if you have an antivirus program installed, and check if the program is blocking any files related to Genshin Impact installation. If it is, please remove said blockage, set relative files trusted, and close antivirus. So yeah, as always guys, when it comes to some games like this, especially since we talked about it before in this channel, that this game will be running like, you know, probably like cheat program, like the kernel program, which it isn't a big deal. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to make that video telling you guys what's, what to be expected inside of the game. But your antivirus can detect certain things with games, and that could potentially like mess certain things from launching properly. So just make sure you give permissions so the game can launch properly. Sometimes some antivirus can have like, where you can just do it manually. Some automatically are just cool with it, but just make sure your game or your antivirus is actually allowing the game to run as it's supposed to, because I can mess some things up there. Let's see, next question. After launching the game is stuck on a white screen before the Genshin Impact logo can appear. Please check the folder name DX Setup exists within your install directory. If so, double click the DX Setup executable within the folder to manually install Direct 11 before restarting the game. If not, please download and install DirectX 11. So pretty much you should have DirectX 11 on your computer. If you don't, then you definitely want to get that on your computer. It's telling you right here some ways you could do it, but yeah, definitely make sure you have that type of program on your computer so you can run the actual, the beginning of the game. When launching the game, the code error appears: failed to download resource files or network error. Please try again. Code 9908. Please try relaunching the game. If this does not work, please uninstall the launcher, delete the game installation package, and reinstall. So sometimes, when it comes to installations, sometimes games just miss a file, or sometimes it just get corrupted or something like that. So basically all they're saying is like, hey, just if relaunching it doesn't work, you just got like an error, then just wipe it all and just try to reinstall it again. Get a clean reinstall in there to make sure all the files downloaded properly, because sometimes errors do happen. It's code. So when I update the game, I get the following message: insufficient space on disk. Please ensure that the hard disk to which you have installed the game has enough space. If the space remaining does not exceed 30 gigabytes, we recommend they delete some files before reopening the launcher and update the game once again. So yeah, this game is going to have updates, guys, and so you're going to need that 30 gigabytes, and you just got to make sure you have that, and then probably some for like extra updates as well. So make sure you just have enough space. We talked about it before. Make sure you have enough space for this game, because it's going to be kind of big, and then of course you're going to need a little bit more space for the updates as this game continues to develop over time. So just get that space already set up so you have no problems with that, and you should be good to go. I have yet to uninstall previous beta test files. Can I directly install the official release version of the game, Genshin Impact, from the beta test? Please uninstall the previous beta test files. So I know some of you guys are trying to like, keep your beta test files. I know you guys probably like wanting to collect. I've seen some people that were collecting the beta test files. You've been in closed beta test 1, 2, and 3. And you just want to collect it just because, like, just say, hey, yeah, I did it. I was there. Here's the files. Some people, I've even already talked to some people about the loading process, and they have said like having some of the beta files is actually messing up their their install, and so they had to delete the files on the computer already and then reinstall it. So they had to do the whole process again. Like I said, it is quite a long download, so you definitely don't want to have that there. So it's probably just in your best interest, even if you are trying to keep those files, just put them somewhere. Either put them on like a hard drive or something like that that's not on your computer, or put them on, just put them on like a USB drive or something like that, and keep them there if you don't really want to delete them. But yeah, definitely don't have them in the same directory so this game can actually download properly. Question 9. When launching Genshin Impact, I received the following alerts: the application can't start correctly, and you get this code right here. Click OK to close this application. The program can't start because of this thing cannot be found. Try reinstalling the program to fix this. So just telling you, like I said, just a bunch of errors that could possibly happen. If these errors start to happen, just try. Basically, all they're pretty much saying is restart the launcher. If that doesn't work, just reinstall the game, because something went wrong within your download, and you need to probably have all the files, like, just have a clean reinstall of the game. The installation process was blocked by an antivirus program or similar pop notice. Once again, just make sure your virus is given the permission, your antivirus is given the permissions, so it's not blocking certain things from downloading, because that can mess up the installation process once again. Clicking the launcher proceeds, no response. Download and install the latest .exe as stated in A9. If you have followed the above instructions and are able to solve the issues, you please check if you are using discrete graphics card and integrated graphics card simultaneously. If you are, Disable your integrated card before reinstalling the launcher. If not, please contact customer service independently. So if you try to do this and you actually you disable one of them and that's not working, if you have both of them like going on at the same time, just contact the Genshin customer service. They are pretty fast at responding. I've talked to them before over certain things, just being a content creator and stuff like that. So they are pretty fast at you know, getting back to people. So don't hesitate to do that. All right, let's look at some common gameplay questions right here. These are going to be pretty interesting. Does the PC version of Genshin Impact support Mac OS systems? For now, it does not. I know that was a big question because people sometimes just don't have a Windows computer. Sometimes they got a Mac. Can this game be played on a Mac? There's your answer right there. Mac is not supported at the moment, so unfortunately, if you want to play it on, if you wanted to play on Mac, you don't have that. You still have the PS4 version or your mobile devices to be able to play the game right now. Does the PC version of Genshin Impact support Xbox and PS4 controllers? What do I do if I'm unable to change my settings after connecting controller? At present, the PC version of Genshin Impact supports the use of PS4 and Xbox One Elite controllers. We will continue to optimize the controller experience and compatibility. Please be patient with us, travelers. If connecting the controller renders you unable to change your settings, please go to Settings, Control Panel Devices, and Printer and check if there is a clash in your virtual controller's inputs. So right now they support the PS4 and the Xbox One Elite controllers. I have talked to some people too, and they said some third-party controllers, specifically PS4 ones that are wired, that are like official license, those actually can be supported. It actually does register those. Now certain other like third-party ones that some of you guys be using, they probably won't be supported. If you played MiHoYo's other game, Honkai, there's a big problem with like some of the compatibility issues with controllers and stuff like that. Some of the third-party ones just don't work. I'm pretty sure the same things will be happening here. So either just check your controller like when the game come out, see if you get lucky, or you know, just buy one of these peripherals right here if you want to play on controller for the PC version of the game. Does the PC version support emulators? No, it does not. Obviously the game has its own client, so don't try to run it on an emulator. There's no point. You might as well just use the whole client. What do I do if the game lags? First, check the system settings are compatible with our system requirements. See specifications. Next, you can click on the settings of the Paimon menu and lower your graphics card. Yeah, so obviously it's saying, you know, make sure you are, you know, within the recommended and minimum settings. If that's not happening, then just lower your settings in the game, and that should increase your performance. What if I'm unable to download/update the game? First, ensure that the system has enough disk space to install Genshin Impact. Next, we recommend that you use a stable interconnection with sufficient bandwidth to download the Genshin Impact file. So pretty much these are just common sense questions, right? You're trying to download the game, obviously you need to have enough space, and you need to have a stable internet connection to download the updates for the game. Why does the game crash for no reason? Crash errors for many reasons. The development team is already investigating the various possible reasons. We suggest you switch to using a discrete graphics card before restarting the game. How to switch to discrete graphics cards, and there's like a couple of settings right here. So NVIDIA graphics cards, AMDs, and Radeon Duals. Yeah, so these are some settings right here you can do. I've experienced very little crashes. I'm using a GTX 1660 NVIDIA, so I think I probably like experienced like 2 crashes, and that's in the open beta. So that's, you know, like the current build that we're probably all going to be playing here shortly from the CN server. So definitely not that many crashes that happen. Like I said, only like 2 in like the amount of like 300 to 400 hours. But obviously they're still trying to work on the setting. They said they're investigating the various possibilities of the reasons, stuff like that. You can also, there's a feedback section inside of the game, so if you want to give them feedback, if you actually found like how something can be done, like how it actually happened, definitely give them the feedback. They definitely recommend, they definitely take that seriously, and they definitely, like I said, respond to the community very well. So definitely use that to try to help them out if you can. That'll be greatly appreciated. The client crashes several times during the game. It'll be affected by other softwares in the background. After confirming that your device configuration meets the minimum requirements, please try to restart the computer before opening the client. Once again, just a bunch of common sense things that you should just be doing when it comes to just checking your stuff. Yeah, checking stuff yourself, you know, just trying to do troubleshooting stuff. And last thing, will different platforms/regions have different prices for bundles and top-ups? Yes, there will be. Different platforms and regions will have their own regulations and exchange rates, which results in differences in bundles and top-ups. We hope for your understanding in this matter. So depending on where you live, they're going to have differences in the platform. I mean, in far as like how much stuff costs. So something may be $5 for me, but wherever you live, that may be the equivalent of like $6 to $7. So you just have to understand that there's a bit of fluctuation when it comes to the amount of how much it's going to cost for these type of currencies. Anyway, if you like anything I have to say, drop me a like, I greatly appreciate it, and let me know down in the comments below. Are you excited about the free barber that we're all getting? I think that's very cool. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think about it, because hey, a free hydro unit, can't complain about that, and a healer at that, come on. If you want to hear more from me, follow me on my socials. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know the next video goes live. As always, my name is Daiken, and I'll see y'all next time. Signing out.